What's up, guys? It's Seajayfour, and I spent the last 2 years building this Minecraft mega base in survival Minecraft. Now, this was a huge process, and it wasn't easy, but I did learn a couple things along the way that I think will help me in future building projects, and hopefully some of them might be able to help you guys too. So, here's a couple tips that I picked up along the way. Number one, break things down. This might sound obvious, but building a mega base is a big project, and having to build something on such a huge scale can be super intimidating, especially in survival. The best thing that I learned to make things more manageable is to break the build down into small chunks. This can help to avoid burnout, as well as making the task seem more manageable and less daunting. For instance, I can take each tower of the castle here and break it up to the base and the roof, or these side towers into bottom and top sections. Interior is a whole different story, but that can be broken down into different rooms so that not only are you breaking it down into more manageable chunks, but you're also adding interest to the build. Quick side note here, but you don't have to fill up the entire build with interiors. Just block off some sections and pretend they aren't there. You'll thank me in the long run. Not only does breaking the build down help with the intimidation factor, but it also lets you focus more on the detailing for the build, which brings me into my next point. 2. Blocks are colors. As a beginner Minecraft builder, you tend to think of blocks as materials, and as a result, choose from very specific blocks when building. Spruce wood and stone bricks sound familiar, but that doesn't have to be the case. When doing bigger projects especially, blocks start to become colors rather than materials, especially from far away. You can use this in the form of gradients, shading, or just other details, all which help to make the build feel more alive and interesting. This is something that I found out with the castle here, especially with the white towers that used to look like this. Not good, right? If I were to start this project again today, I might try and do shading with other blocks or use more detailing blocks on the outside to make the blank walls more interesting looking. My third piece of advice is to find inspiration. Inspiration is a huge deal when building a mega base to make sure that you have a starting point to work from, as well as ensuring that you don't get burned out too easily. When doing the interiors especially, I was very uninspired for some, and some of them definitely show it. I think this dining hall is a pretty good example of this. If you aren't excited to build something or you don't have a vision for it, it probably isn't going to turn out as good as you want it to. Build what you're excited about. Find reference images online for what you think your build should look like and work from there. Here's my original reference image. It doesn't look exactly the same, but you can see where I got some of my ideas from. Once you're inspired, the sky's the limit, and the process will be a lot more enjoyable. Building a megabase is a huge grind, but that doesn't mean it can't also be fun and exciting. So enjoy yourself, and don't push yourself too hard. For some bonus tips, I would say work on other projects, have fun with your friends if you're on a server, or find other fun things to do other than just working and grinding all the time, because it can really just feel like work if you're working on a big project all of the time. The final thing I have to say before I show you guys the final cinematic is don't worry if the finished product isn't what you originally intended. It's never going to be. And that's because there's so many things that go into a mega build. Not all of them are going to stay the same. And that's okay. This castle is nothing how I imagined it would be. But I'm still so proud of what I was able to achieve. And I learned a lot. And that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. Don't be afraid. Go try your own mega base and have fun. And yeah, that's all I have for you. So if you like the video, hit that like, make sure you subscribe. This has been CJ4, and I will see you later.